We welcome you to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College as Muncie Media Sports brings you Yankee Conference Final Four basketball action. This is a men's game as we come into the final two games of the night as Central Maine Community College, number 4, will take on the number 1, Lynx from NHTI. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Munsing. I'm joined here by Nate Munsing and Andy Munsing as we get set to bring you basketball battle here in the men's division of the Final Four. Well, as we said, number 4 Central Maine Community College is 17-9 on the season, 10-6 in the league. They beat the University of Maine Machias 76-75 to get into the Final Four. They beat them in the quarterfinals last weekend. Number 1 NHTI 25-4, 14-2 in the season. In the conference, they beat Unity 102-81. We'll take a look at the Central Maine Community College top players. Josh Cherry, 12.6 points per game. He leads the team in minutes per game as well. Elijah Barbo, an outside shooter. He's averaging 12.3 shots per game. He's made 71 three-point shots. He's 35.9% from beyond the arc. NHTI, they come in with top players. J.Q. Thurman, he's 17.8 points per game, 9.3 rebounds. That's 4th in the league in rebounds. He's a big force underneath is Thurman. Derek Jackson averaging 15.6 points per game. And NHTI is the number 1 seed. They're a very deep team, very balanced team. Coach Paul Hogan will join us later here in the pregame. Has got a bevy of talent to go to, and thus they are number 1 seed overall. These two teams split the regular season matchup at Central Maine Community College, an 82-77 win back in November on November 14th. For the Mustangs, the game at NHTI was a 91-76 win for the Lynx. That was on January 16th. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some pregame interviews as we come to you from Kirk Hall on Munsing Media Sports.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We're back here at Kirk Hall. I'm here joined by Professor Mike Henry. Mike, let's take a look at how the academics and athletics mesh here at Central Maine Community College. There's a real family atmosphere here.
Yes, it is. I actually have 5 of these guys in my classroom, and I had at least 6 of the girls from the previous game. We see that the faculty and the athletes are mixing all the time. We understand that a lot of these guys are here for their passion, which is basketball, but they're also here to get an education. And we understand that they're working a balance, and they also understand our passion. Our passion is to teach. Our passion is to see them grow as students, grow as athletes. And so it works out really well between the two, the faculty and the athletes to do really well together.
And I think that's a sign around the rest of this YSCC. After all, I don't believe the YSCC has sent anybody to the NBA recently.
That's one of the things I love about Dave Gagne the best. You know, when I first came here, he said, none of my kids are going to be in the NBA. He said, but every one of them is going to be in a job someday. He said, so I will support you more about academics than about the basketball side of things or athletic side of things. And I think that shows right from the top down. Dave cares more about the long-term future of where these kids are going than we need to win a game next week. And that's the best thing.
Well, you see it very clearly. Most of the teams in this league, their warm-up suits are saying things like, we're family.
You bet. And these kids are family. They're fun to be in the classroom. They're fun to be in the hallway and talk to them. This week, I had at least 3 of them come to me and say, are you going to be at the game this week? Am I going to see you? As a matter of fact, one of them still owes me a dunk for this year, and I'm hoping tonight I get to see it.
That's awesome. And certainly give us a name, because if it happens, we'll call it the Professor Henry Dunk.
Well, if Cam does a dunk, that dunk belongs to me. So Cam owes me one.
Duncan.
You betcha.
Awesome. Thanks, Professor. Glad you could join us here on the pregame. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Coach Hogan from NHTI will join us for some pregame thoughts here from Kirk Hall after this.
No one likes to wait for anything. Who has extra time to waste?
The answer is no one.
We get it. It used to be hard to get in here, but things have changed.
Your world is moving fast, and so are we.
If you've been hurt at work, at home, on the field, or on the course, we can see you fast.
The orthopedic team at Spectrum Healthcare Partners is here to keep you out there on your schedule.
Ortho Access is now open in Saco at OA Centers for Orthopedics, 15 Lund Road, Monday through Fridays. Come visit us with your acute injuries, pains, and strains. We'll get you back to the activities you enjoy.
Back here at Kirk Hall, Rob Munzing, I'm joined by Coach Hogan of the Lynx. Coach, not much to choose from with these four men's teams in this bracket.
It's a great league. It's a testament, the men's side and the women's side. Lots of good teams. CM's had a nice year, and you got the second game, Southern Maine and Vermont. Oh my.
Well, you two teams have split during the season. Early on over here, back at the first couple of weeks of the season, you guys came in over here. You've meshed a lot better since that time, putting the pieces back together of this team, and then you guys had a convincing win over at your place. Central Maine comes in number 4, but they're playing on their home floor.
That's a 10-15 point advantage right there. You get to sleep in your own bed. You know the gym. This is a tough gym to play in. It's a good shooter's gym, but there's a real advantage in this gym. You know, the home court. Just from that standpoint, the comfort, and that definitely plays to their advantage.
Always a great week, this tournament week with the banquet and all that, and getting the kids rewarded for their great seasons. And certainly a festivity. You run the tournament on the 3rd year, and of course it goes on to Southern Maine at all. A lot of work goes in this tournament.
Dave and his crew have done an outstanding job. It is a lot of work, and the conference really appreciates it because it really adds a lot of value to what we do to showcase all the teams and provide a quality championship opportunity.
And we're very glad to be bringing it to all the folks that can't get here this weekend. So we'll take a break. Good luck, Coach. Thanks for coming on with us. We'll come back. We'll get ready for pregame introductions. We're back to Kirk Hall after this.
Life doesn't pause when you're in pain. We understand that you want to keep up. Don't stay sidelined from making some of life's best memories. Visit the orthopedic specialists at Spectrum Healthcare Partners. We're here to keep you out there.
When you're hurt at work, at home, or on the field, you may think you only have 2 choices.
Visit the ER or wait weeks for an appointment with a specialist.
But who has time to wait? We know you don't.
We get it. It used to be hard to get in here, but things have changed.
We know that when you're in pain, you want to see the right doctor right away.
Our patients are busier than ever, so we've made it easier to get quick access to specialized orthopedic care.
We now have 2 ways for you to be seen by one of our orthopedic specialists on your time: spine access and ortho access.
If you've got back or neck pain, call us at 1-855-96.
For walk-in orthopedic care for recent injuries, pain, sprains, and strains.
So whether you suffered a fracture on the field or experiencing new sudden onset back pain, we'll see you now.
Back here to Kirk Hall, Rob Munzing, Nate Munzing, Andy Munzing running our game cam here, filling up here across the way in the bleachers. Glad you could join us wherever you are watching from, our worldwide audience here. Thank Coach Hogan, class act is Coach Hogan here for the Lynx, and Professor Henry for coming on with us in the pregame. A little bit of a change here, just those, particularly both teams watching us, because the seeds will hold. So even though we're playing physically here at Kirk Hall, Central Maine Community College, they're the number 4 seed, so they're the visitors. So they're in their dark road uniforms, and they will be visitors on the scoreboard. That's one of the things we had to check. We didn't want to be putting the score up wrong. The Lynx, as the number 1 seed, they come in and they will be the home team on the scoreboard that you see. Remember, our scoreboard is official, tied into the scoring system here at Kirk Hall. Congratulations to the Seawolf women and the Mustang women. They'll move on to meet in the championship game tomorrow at noontime. We've got 2 games to decide here. Let's go to Patrick Dexler.
Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College, home of the 2019 Yankee Conference Final Four. Today's game features the number 4 seed host, Central Maine, and the number 1 seed, NHTI. Wearing the dark uniforms and visitors on the scoreboard are the Mustangs. Wearing the white uniforms and home on the scoreboard are the Lynx. Now, for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Mustangs. Starting at forward, number 4, Josh Cherry. Starting at guard, number 10, Rodney Theodore. Starting at forward, number 13, Malik Farley. Starting at guard, number 25, Corey David. And starting at forward, number 34, Cam Duncan. The head coach of the Mustangs is Dave Gagne. Now, for the Lynx, starting at guard, number 4, Dominic Crescendo. Starting at guard, number 10, CJ Adams. Starting at forward, number 11, Derek Jackson. Starting at forward, number 22, Sam Dorsey. And starting at forward, number 24, JQ Thurman. The head coach for the Lynx is Paul Hogan.
Thank you, Patrick Dexler, for that fine job on the introductions. We're getting set to go. Lynx in white, they'll be going right to left on your computer TV screen. Central Maine Community Mustangs, they're in the visiting red uniforms and moving left to right. And one of the things we're looking to see, Nate, is if their fine point guard, Corey David, who's been out with a knee injury, would be ready to go. And he is. So
they evaluated him during pregame, the training staff here, Rob, right before going through a bunch of different exercises, plyometrics, stretching, and all that. They tested him out, and he got the start here. Obviously, that's a huge, I wouldn't say advantage, but that's for a team morale. It's a big thing to have him, the leader of your team, be able to at least play in this game, and not just that, come out and start. It's a matter of how effective he'll be here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, he's a good emotional leader for him as well. They'll have their work cut out against this Lynx team, the number 1 seed, and Mustangs are control. Corey David will have it.
One of the interesting things, Rob, that we witnessed when Corey was out was just the displacement of positions for the guys. They had to fill in and play a little bit different role. Now they're right back home, figuratively and more so in position as well.
We heard Coach Hogan say it's like a 10 to 15-point advantage playing at home. Corey David will pop it outside. Cherry tried to get it loose, but it came in the hands of Durasain. He got it ahead. Durasain's a force underneath. That's tipped away by Rodney Theodore. Acrobatic move, but didn't get down that time. That was Thurman. Thurman's great underneath. He's a really, really tough, hard-nosed player, as we told you in the pregame when we did the stats. Malik Farley on the take, goes up. Cherry with the follow.
Dorsett with a miss there on the block, left Cherry wide open for a little putback, easy one.
Dorsett ain't going to get it back outside here. Crescendo, he's a good outside shooter, but it went into the hands of Derek Jackson, the second leading scorer. Fighting hard down inside, a put up harmed, and going to go the free throw line is Jackson, Derek Jackson. 6'3" forward out of Salisbury, Maryland.
Well, it's interesting. Both teams are quick and athletic. The big difference is NHTI has got the size and the quickness and the athleticism to be able to push the ball.
Well, that's why they're the number 1 seed in a tough men's bracket. Jackson hits a three-point play, and here comes the pressure. Corey David with it. Thurman's in the backcourt on it. Little give and go. Corey David in underneath. Kick it back outside. Cherry's good.
Huge hit for Cherry early, Rob. That's a tough shot fading away to baseline.
Sure was. On the take here is C.J. Adams back outside. Durasaint's got it. And Foley's going to hunt it down. Yeah, that's a good start for Cherry because he struggled here in the late going a little bit to get started. That's stolen away. Here comes Prezendo. He's got it home.
Yeah, all started by Adams stepping over and knocking that pass away.
And Prezendo is really quick, lightning quick. Held outside. Foley, who is equally as quick, beat Prezendo, but he lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, Malik Farley hit with his hands up, asking what happened there. You know, typically you don't see a guy, and we know his athleticism, just lose the ball out of bounds like that. Usually there's a reason for it.
Lynx by one, tipped away, loose. Corey David's got it. Into the front court it comes. Theodore back outside to Corey David. He's going to set the offense up. Held outside. Theodore on the hesitation. Got it to Corey David back outside. Theodore's got a three lined up. He's got it knocked down.
Look at that. Just automatically Corey David coming in, Rob. Just an extra dribble pulls that defender over and leaves Theodore wide open for a three.
Adams got it down in underneath. They'll kick it back outside. The long shot banged down. Durasaint.
Got to find him. We saw him at UMA up at the Augusta Civic Center just absolutely light it up for a three-pointer. No one could contest him.
This is a good start to this one. Good tempo. Corey David outside. No substitutions in yet. Got to think this is going to be a high-energy game. Theodore got challenged on that one. That was a good closeout. Durasaint came out, closed out on it. Tozia's going to check in. Nelson's going to check in for Central Maine. Swung around, now back inside. Cherry got it over to Duncan. Now they'll reset it. Skip back outside to Nelson. Coach Gagne with a call. Theodore splits a D, puts it up, and let's see, they're going to call a block.
A nice job. Good call by the official. Theodore jumping out of the way of the defender who fell over making contact.
First personal, teams first.
Just first team foul, team first. Basendo drew the individual foul. Got quiet in here all of a sudden. Good crowd packed in here to Kirk Hall. Going to be loud.
Yeah, Coach Hogan asking for a little bit of an explanation. He got it from the far official.
That's why everybody went quiet, so Coach could hear.
That's exactly what happened. The entire gym just shut down so they could communicate to one another.
That was awesome.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. Coaches hold quite a command, particularly in gymnasiums. This was the anniversary of Bobby Knight throwing a chair across the gym back a bit ago. 25 years, I think. Back outside. And Durasaint again.
He's found his spot, Rob.
He's camped out over there in front of the cheering section for the Mustangs, but that doesn't bother him. It came inside, now back outside to Cherry. And Cherry's 3 for 3 from the field.
That's a huge, element to CM's game is to make sure Josh can get the ball in the hole.
Back outside. Derek Jackson holding there. Way downtown. That was a long three. Basendo didn't get it. Nelson now. Comes Nelson. Faked the pass. It was going to be intercepted. Nelson read it. Now they get it back outside to Duncan. Right side. Theodore holds. Nelson cuts over to Cherry. He's going to pop it from there. That's going to go up high, crashing for the rebound, but it'll come to the Lynx, and here they come.
Boy, it looked good, Rob.
Lynx in the half court set. In the corner, that's Jackson. And Nelson, smallest guy on the floor, finds a loose ball. Try to get it down to Rodney Theodore. That went out of bounds. Going to have check-ins all around. We'll get the kids coming in the game. Ricky Mikado came in for the Lynx. Dobbins coming in as well. Ricky Thompson, number 24 in the game for the Mustangs. And somebody else came in. I want to get it. It's Elijah Barbour in the game. So highly contested game going on here, just as you would expect these two teams to get after. They split on the regular season. Each team won in their home gym. Back outside, Dorosane, he's got another three.
Got to get a guy on him.
Dorosane is rocking and rolling from the three-point line. 14-10, Lynx. Barbour's a three-point shooter for the Mustangs. He's being contested way out high. Some great D here, and let's see, they got a double dribble. Yeah. Mercado with some really good in-your-face defense caused that turnover.
Yeah, I always thought that's one of the things that this league brings is that on-the-ball pressure. And you see that from the top teams in this league, Rob. If they're not playing zone and they're playing man-to-man, they get right up on the ball.
Adams with it. Comes in the forecourt. Skips it left side now. Dobbins. Kings back to Adams in the corner. Durasane's got another one. Lined up and he got it home. On fire.
You got to just get a guy over there so he can't get that spot, Rob.
Well, the Lynx got to keep feeding them. That's what they need to do, and they're doing it.
Unreal. And he saw that from the very beginning. The whole defense had gone over to the left side. He was wide open where he likes it.
Koja inside. They contest that pretty hard to the Lynx, and they come out. One and done, 17-10.
Got to give him another look, don't you?
Get it to him.
Got him.
He's there. He's fired. That one won't go. You almost expected to go in, and it doesn't. Everybody goes, oh, wow, he missed. Mark McDonald now. McDonald, hesitation on the dribble. He lays it up. That's going to be goaltending.
Yeah. Tricky.
Thurman got his hands in there as the ball was going through.
Yeah, push it over to the other side. Nice take there by McDonald. Quick shot by McDonald to be able to get that up. Thurman couldn't even go up and contest the initial shot. He had to get it off the backboard. Well, I don't know what they're discussing. There's no question.
I don't think there was anything really to talk about too much. So Coach Hogan's getting an explanation right here.
So
in front
Coach
of us.
Hogan is arguing that the ball was below the rim. It never got above the rim, but that's not the case. It was up midway through the square and got pushed over. Good bid, though. Yeah.
Might as well try it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Let them know you're paying attention, and you're not on no-dos. Almost stolen away there by Barbour. They're contesting pretty hard in here. Popped outside. Halfway down and out. Ricky Thompson with the rebound. Gets it ahead. Mark McDonald now. McDonald slows it down to Nelson. They haven't got Barbour loose for a shot. Now they do. And he's got all net. That's what he can do. Barbour is one of the three-point shooters for the Mustangs. 17-15. In the corner. Durasant goes. He's been heating it up from outside. That's going to no basket. That's going to be a foul call before, but it'll be a shooting foul.
And you can see there, Mustangs, Rob, doing everything that they can to get him off of the three-point line. Just be able to create a lane for him to drive it down in. You're better off. He's got 4 3-pointers already.
He's 4 for 6 from the field, all 3-pointers that he's taken, Nate. So 12 points.
You know, in big games, you need your big guys to show up. He certainly has here for the Lynx, Rob.
Yeah, he certainly has. And Cherry showed up for the Mustangs, and those are guys you want. The primetime games get the primetime guys out and going, and that's what's happened so far. It's a good one. 17-15. Hold on tight.
3-point group in here for Central Maine Mustangs, Rob.
Barbour has hit one. Elijah Barbour has struggled down the stretch a little bit with his 3-point shooting. It'll stay Mustangs basketball. Matt Todd in the game. He's a three-point shooter as well for the Mustangs. You're right.
Yeah, Todd just trying to force that one into Barber in the corner. Didn't really have very good position to be able to receive that pass.
Corey David back in. You got to wonder about his stamina as he missed several games. And this is a high-paced game. 5 on the shot clock. Barber goes, lays it up. No. Cherry had the rebound, and it's going to be red ball as it went off Dorsane, I think.
Yeah,
yes,
he was.
yeah,
he was underneath the basket, out of bounds. It made contact with him while he was already out of bounds. That's too bad because Cherry could have just easily got that if he was able to handle it and put a layup in.
Comes out high to Barber. Pretty full shot clock, no problem here. Matt Todd with it here for the Mustangs. He dribbles out of trouble, gets it back to Corey David. Mark McDonald's going to pop it from outside, in and out, won't go. And Dorsane with the rebound, here they come. Using the game, they get it to the outside, won't go, and kept alive inside, and it's bingle, bangle, bongled all over the place, and now out of bounds.
Yeah, a little volleyball down underneath the basket on that one. It's always interesting to see some of those smaller guys are more or less just going to go out and swat at it and try and tip it to a teammate. That's what happened underneath the basket here.
Ricky Mikado, the inbound, he gets it in. Dorsane, they didn't get out on him, so he says, thank you. 4 threes for the big guy.
You got to deny him the pass, Rob. He can't get the ball out there because even if you go out and contest it, if you're half a step too late, he's burying it.
Sam Dorsane has been the offense. Corey David and Cherry went up. He actually missed it, but he's having that kind of night, isn't he? He kind of missed the shot. He wanted to dunk it, and it rolled off his hands in. Here comes the pressure. Thrown away. McDonald's got it. Mark McDonald, the head is Barber. Can't get it to him. Barber is going to dribble out of trouble. They'll get it back outside. McDonald's in a tough place. So he takes it in and gets fouled. Officials are going to have their hands full. This is a war out there.
Yeah, it is. I love this pace. It's intense on both sides. It's frantic too, but they're pretty much under control. It's interesting. It's controlled chaos, I guess, if you will.
Controlled mayhem.
Yeah, there you go.
Controlled mayhem, we'll call it. Comes into Barber. He's going to spin back out. He's got it tipped away, but he chases it down. Good hustle by Barber. In the corner, that was looped, and let's see. We'll have to wait for the call. Red basketball, they say, 15 on the shot clock.
How about that play by? That's a so what play, but Corey David saving that because he's going out of bounds and throws it off Dorsant.
Back outside now to Matt Todd. They'll come on him because they know Todd's a shooter. Backed out. Cherry, he's got a lane, and they'll call a little hand check there.
Great swipe there, understanding. Working to that left side, just going to rip it across the defender. If you get the reach in, so what? And that's what happened. Now he's got to take a seat. That's a great play by Josh Cherry.
Just a first on him. But Sam, the three-point man's been on fire. Three-point game. It's a good one. Links up by 3. Corey David's going to pop it. No good. Cherry, the follow, no. Thurman clears the board. C.J. Adams gets trapped. Gets it left side now. Cotto trapped. They'll get it inside. Thurman's going to go and lay it home.
Yeah, smartly played by Thurman to work over to the right-hand side, using the rim as a helper to detract the defender. A good big hit there by Theodore.
Rodney Theodore from the long range. 22-20. Finds his way to Thurman. He'll dish it inside. No. Follow. No. Banging hard inside is Jackson. He'll bring it back outside. They'll set it up again. C.J. Adams with it. He'll go cross court. Comes back outside to Dobbins. It won't go. And the Lynx using their advantage on the glass to get second opportunities. They called the foul, and
it looked like he just lost it, Rob. I don't know if that was caused by somebody reaching in, but he went for the 2-foot jump stop, and at that point he had already left the ball behind him.
Foul was called on Matt Todd. Torrey Perry comes in the game. Coach Hogan going deep into his bench. Both Both coaches substituting pretty liberally here and going deep, as they've got deep benches, and you really need to keep this pace up. That was a beautiful let go by Derek Jackson, the 6'3" forward out of Salisbury, Maryland. Knocked it home, 25-20, Lynx. Lynx the number 1 seed. Mustangs number 4. Here comes the trap. Dished inside to Farley. Farley goes up and made it hard on himself because he had an easy put-up.
Yeah, I just wanted Malik Farley just to work over to that other side, Rob, and boy, the Lynx are just cruising right now.
Derek Jackson, 27-20. Farley pulls it up. Matatad, he's got a 3 lined up. Won't go, and knocked and thrown right in the hands. They're going to try to get it ahead to Jackson. Jackson's got it. And count the basket.
Jackson with an incredible finish, working over on the left side. Falling away, had Matatard on his hip, pushing him towards the baseline. Able to switch over to his right hand on that left side, Rob, and that is not an easy shot to finish. Great placement off the backboard.
That's the second on a Todd. He's going to come out. Corey David's going to come out. Nelson will come back in. Freddie Webb in the game, number 3. 8:53 left here in the first half. Been up and down. Been pretty much a one-possession game for a lot of this, but the last couple of minutes, the Lynx have really executed well on the offensive side. And let's see, they're going to get another one here because in early, I think, was Malik Farley.
Yeah, Thurman kind of hedged a little bit, and that got Malik to step in. Malik Farley down at the bottom left there.
So it paid off with a point.
Yeah.
10-point lead now.
Yeah, the little things are adding up in this one.
Lynx are looking to run every opportunity they get. I think some back cuts may be in it. That was good basket defense that time by Thurman. He's really good under there. Popped outside now by Perry. Ball's loose. Inside, didn't roll in, but foul shot's coming for C.J. Adams.
Yeah, I think the Lynx sense it a little bit, don't they, Rob? They're really pushing the envelope here down towards the basket, selling out on those 50-50 balls. And right now, they're just playing at a higher level up right now. We've seen Malik Farley take it down a couple times to our right here and have difficulty being able to finish because of the shot blocking ability of those guys around the basket for the Lynx.
Yeah, everything contested, that's for sure. C.J. Adams. We'll get a second one here. Missed it first. Missed them both. Cam Duncan on the rebound. Nelson. Skipped right side. Cherry drilled inside, and foul. Getting pushed was Freddie Webb. Freddie cut into the baseline area and got knocked down.
Yeah, Mustang's getting a little lucky there. The tough spot to put Freddie Webb right down underneath the basket, basically being engulfed by all the Lynx that are down there. Not enough space to really work.
Comes inside to Cherry. Cherry goes up, contested. Ball's loose, 50-50 ball, and we're going to get a push on Rodney Theodore. Second personal on Rodney. C.J. Adams right in front of us, getting set to put it in play. He'll get it into Perry. Torrey Perry. Picked up by Barbour, left side. Back outside is Perry with it. He got it right side. Jackson. Shot. Thrown ahead to Webb. Webb high off the glass and home. Nice finish, Freddie Webb.
That's an incredible finish, Rob. Very smart players, Freddie Webb, understanding he's got to go really high off the backboard so he doesn't get a shot blocked.
Welcome to all our international fans, contingent watching down in Australia. Contested, and Cherry wanted to get a clean block on that. Emma Brown watching in Australia. And Remy watching, she wants to go NHTI. Kerry Savage, Michael Martineau. Hello to all our fans out watching, either on Facebook or on Muncie Media Sports. 30-22. Derek Jackson. Rims it up.
Rob, it seems like this is what you need to do to him.
Follow him, yeah.
Get him to the line of, I almost said the line of scrimmage. Get him to the foul line. They haven't been good from there. They've been certainly good from three-pointer and everywhere else. So
Jackson's got 11 in the game. He's got 12 now. Sam Dorsey's got 15 points, 5 for 7, 3-point land. Sam's been heating it up for the Lynx. Corey David goes, kick back outside. Babor, tough shot. He's down on his behind, but he hit the basket, 31-24. That ball's looped, and that's dangerous, but the Lynx will recover it back out. They'll come right out on Sam Dorsey. Kicked all the way over to the open side. 12 on the shot clock. Frantic play, back up. Adams has got a long one, no, and skied up for the rebound.
that was more typical of a Mustang defensive set there, Rob.
Babo's got it. He's got a face full of C.J. Jackson. Jackson plays off a little bit, so Babo went with the shot, a good shot. And for him, come the Lynx on the travel. They've got it home. That's knocked home by Rosendo. Freddie Webb with it. Webb skips it along the baseline. That's a tough shot there. Contested. Let's see which way it goes. Yeah, it's going to be off the Mustangs. Knocked out of bounds by Red. So we'll get a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. We'll come back. 6:10 left in a good first half here from Kirk Hall. You're watching YSCC Basketball on Muncie Media Sports.
No one likes to wait for anything. Who has extra time to waste?
The answer is no one. We get it. It used to be hard to get in here, but things have changed.
Your world is moving fast, and so are we.
If you've been hurt at work, at home, on the field, or on the course, we can see you fast.
The orthopedic team at Spectrum Healthcare Partners is here to keep you out there on your schedule.
Ortho Access is now open in Saco at OA Centers for Orthopedics, 15 Lund Road, Monday through Fridays. Come visit us with your acute injuries, pains, and strains. We'll get you back to the activities you enjoy.
Take a quick look at the high scores in the first half for the Mustangs. Josh Cherry with 8, Rodney Theodore 7, Elijah Barbour 5. They're your top scorers for the Mustangs. As we told you, Sam Dorsey has 15 points. Derek Jackson with 12. High scorers for the Lynx. Lynx and Mustangs. It's a 10-point lead. Good opportunity here for the Lynx to really put some length between them and the Mustangs here, heading in the final 6 minutes of the quarter here. And that's a guy that's been lighting it up right there.
And that was the perfect sequence of passing to get him open, Rob. That quick one from the wing to the top, back over to the wing, pulled the defender over. He was wide open.
18 points. Back outside, Webb. Webb spins in traffic. Stolen away. On the take. This is Thurman with it. And well, they call it travel.
Right call.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I thought he blew out his tire there.
Yeah.
Because he's got two different colored shoes, so it really threw me for a loop.
Really?
Yeah, he's got you're colorblind, so you don't really see. He's got yellow and a green shoe on, Rob.
Oh, okay.
So.
They look the same to me. Well, we've already had a major shoe incident here in the Duke game.
That's right.
Cam Duncan back outside, launches one, front irons it, but Barbour the rebound. McDonald now. Natatad. Duncan. McDonald on the take, floats it up, won't go. Adams with the rebound. C.J. Adams going to slow it down.
Yeah, and this is interesting to see here out of the Lynx. Are they able to slow it down and get a good offensive possession? It seems like, to me, Rob, when they set up a half-court offense, it's not effective in comparison to them pushing the ball, moving it from one side to the other, and getting an open look. I mean, it seems like that's really their game.
Yeah, when they go fast, they can really open up an outside shot. And you see them been doing that, reversing the ball a lot, getting to the Dorsey, and he's lit it up from three-point lane. He got 6 3-pointers for 18 points in the first half. Still 4:32 to play, so Sam has been the man. He's got the rebound. He gets trapped. Maybe that's the way to get it away from him.
Yeah, let him bring it up, so he's got to pass it. He's going to go right back over to his spot, though. He's open, so they get it to him. Yeah.
Adams gets it to him. That's where he's been killing it. He's a bad man.
Wow.
Bad man tonight. Bad man. 21 points. He's mad tonight. He's got something to prove here. Pop from the corner is good.
Oh, and that's a guy for CM that's got to be able to go toe for toe right now with Dorison.
Another three way downtown. Presendo, and we've seen him go off as well, and I think we're going to get a timeout. 43-27.
Yeah, just a quick one just to reset the ball.
We're going to reset it. Cody Tozier coming in, Rodney Theodore coming in. Excellent first half here, just what Coach Paul Hogan wanted. And we do have a 30-second time. I will stay right here with it.
Well, we've seen every team in the league here, Rob, multiple times. And I haven't seen a team execute like the Lynx have all season. Not to say that hasn't happened because we don't do all the games. But boy, oh boy, their ability to move the ball up, rotate it around, and have Dorsey just hanging out there, wide open and hitting every time. Typically, he's going to miss at least 2 or 3 of those, and he hasn't. He's only missed
7 for 9, Nate.
That's incredible.
Thing to do is put him at the free throw line. 0 for 2.
There you go.
Stay with us at halftime. We'll bring you the men's all-conference and player of the year. We'll talk about that. We'll have some halftime interviews as well. Do the stats at halftime. Mustangs out of the timeout. Get a foul on the floor, I think.
Lynx foul number 24, J.Q. Thurman. First personal, team 5th.
It's on Thurman. His first, team 5th. So we're shooting. It's not 1-on-1. Was that on the floor, Nate? They must have said an act of shooting, so Cherry's going to shoot. No, he shouldn't.
This is all mixed up. This is if it's in the act of shooting, it's 2 shots. They gave him a 1-on-1 with having 5 fouls up for the Lynx right now. I think they got a little confused because it reads 7 for Central Maine Mustangs.
Well, what they did is they looked at the clock because as we went over at the beginning, are the Mustangs the visitors? And they said yes. So that's important to know. And the officials who do all the games, they looked up and.
Yep, that's exactly right, Rob.
That's what happened. That's what assistant coaches are for. One of Coach Hogan's assistants came up with the get up off the floor, got up off his chair and said, hey, wait a minute, I know what happened. Comes in and bumped. Cherry's going to get the foul. I think that might be 3 on him. It is.
Yeah, that's a big foul. He's got to come out.
Yeah, he's got to come. We'll see what Coach Gagne wants to do here with the substitution here.
Well, they have Cody Tozier in right now. That's usually the guy who would go in and replace him, or Cam Duncan. Looks like they're going to keep him in the game. I mean, they can't really afford to have him out, Rob. He's the guy that's performing down the offensive end for him.
Yeah,
he's just got to play smart.
Yeah, Cherry's got 10 points. Bobo's got 8. So you got to play smart. I mean, there's nothing to save it for.
Yeah, that's a good point.
McDonald wide open 3 and irons it. out of bounds. C.J. Adams let it go. Lynx within the half court. Thurman goes. Doesn't get it, and Tozier the rebound. He's got to head to McDonald. McDonald's got Cherry coming late.
It's a good foul, Rob. That's a really good foul because he had Cherry come in late, like you just mentioned, and all he had to do was give him a quick little pass. He would have had a lay-in, but the foul disrupted that, obviously stopped the whole play.
Yeah, real good foul by Adams. Only his first, team 6, so good smart ball play by Adams. Tipped out of bounds by the Lynx. Winner of this game will play the winner of our nightcap, the Seawolves, and Vermont Tech. That should be a battle royale, 2 and 3. Men's championship game at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Women's at noontime. We're here for both of them. Are we going home, Nate?
I don't know. Probably not. We'll just go. Sure, Coach Gagne's got a cot he can lend us up at his house on campus.
Barbour would have hit. Makes it 44-31. Held out there now by Jackson. Jackson right side. Inside to Thurman. J.Q. Thurman back outside. Dursing's got a look and a homer. He is on fire.
That's a great looking shot from McDonald there.
And McDonald answers it back.
But it doesn't matter, Rob. They got to be able to stop Dorsan from hitting three-pointers. I mean, you got contested shots now that he's making. You got to deny him the ball. Can't get him. Can't get the ball.
Well, that's what happens when a shooter goes off. You get a couple of uncontested ones, and it doesn't matter what they do. They come at you with the whole cavalry. Good steal here by Barbour. He's going to pop it for a 3 and rolls around. And McDonald came in late, couldn't get it. That was Theodore, I'm sorry. Numbers the other way. And the ball's loose, and they'll let some contact go. It's no advantage gained. And nice job on the floor by Rodney Theodore. Back outside it goes to Tozier. He's going to pop it. It won't go. And back down the other way comes Thurman with it. Back outside. There's the man. Sam the man, as we're calling him. He finally missed one. 8 out of 10, 24 points, and a 3-point basket back the other way. Closes at the 10. So Lynx will probably take some time here, and the Mustangs would love to get a stop here and say, okay, hey, it's only 10 points. So we'll see where they go with it. Posendo's got it outside. He's getting a pick, and now he's going to get a push. Way out high, Rodney Theodore committed the foul.
I think he said that he had his hand on his back, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know. It was well away. It's third foul, so.
Well,
Rodney's got to go. C.J. Adams come back in the game here for the Lynx.
That's a big foul. Third foul on Theodore.
So Cherry's got 3 and Theodore's got 3. First one's good. Posendo will get a second one here. Matatad to come in.
Yeah,
coming in for the shooter. No, he can't come in for the shooter. Why can't he come in?
No, he's telling him, the official thought he was coming in, but if the shot goes in, he's coming in. If the shot doesn't, they obviously can't get him there. So he'll come in now.
So they'll let him in. So Matatad's in the game. Coach Hogan's pointing out that 31's in the game, and he's a 3-point shooter. 49-37. Good crowd across the way. You're seeing it on your screen. The extra bleachers in here, they needed them. Down to 8. You'll see our clock official. Back outside to Barbour. He's a 3-point shooter. He'll launch a long one. Won't go. The rebound is loose, and that will do it. So a 12-point lead for the Lynx. They lead it 49-37. So we'll take a break. Remind you that you are watching Yankee Conference Final Four basketball from Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College here on Munzing Media Sports.
If you have a good foundation like Central Maine Community College gives you, you can really go anywhere with it.
Everybody here has your best interest at heart. It's a great place to determine where you'd like to go.
I've saved thousands of dollars.
My whole experience here has just been building up my confidence.
The skills that you learn are immediately applicable in the job market.
It's one of the greatest decisions I ever made.
Prepares them mentally.
This is what I was talking about right here, man.
I'm in the life sciences program. Pre-farm, pre-med, pre-dental, which is the program I hope to go into.
My end goal is to be a radiologist.
I would like to be a dentist.
When I went from high school to college, I was extremely nervous. Once I got here and realized what it was like, it's a lot of fun.
The instructors here, they're so passionate about what they do.
There's a great student-teacher ratio. I had a lot of one-on-one with my teacher, being able to ask questions. I wasn't just a number in the crowd.
I wouldn't leave if I didn't have to. If you have a good foundation like Central Maine Community College gives you, you can really go anywhere with it. If you have a good foundation like Central Maine Community College gives you, you can really go anywhere with it.
Everybody here has your best interest at heart. It's a great place to determine where you'd like to go.
I've saved thousands of dollars.
My whole experience here has just been building up my confidence.
The skills that you learn are immediately applicable in the job market.
It's one of the greatest decisions I ever made.
No one likes to wait for anything. Who has extra time to waste?
The answer is no one. We get it. It used to be hard to get in here, but things have changed.
Your world is moving fast, and so are we.
If you've been hurt at work, at home, on the field, or on the course, we can see you fast.
The orthopedic team at Spectrum Healthcare Partners is here to keep you out there on your schedule.
Ortho Access is now open in Saco at OA Centers for Orthopedics, 15 Lund Road, Monday through Fridays. Come visit us with your acute injuries, pains, and strains. We'll get you back to the activities you enjoy.
Ortho Access is an orthopedic walk-in clinic, and it's the only one in the state of Maine. It's designed to sort of meet patients where they are, so meet our patients and our community's needs.
I bring the patients in and I'll do the initial triage, kind of get their history of what happened, determine what body part hurts, and figure out what medications they're on, kind of their background information. Once I get that information, I'll talk with the provider and determine whether they need imaging.
I'll go in the room, examine the patient, we'll review the x-rays together, and then decide if the patient needs blood work or further imaging like an MRI, which is easy because we have MRI right here. It's very convenient for people. Or any splinting, casting, we do that all right here as well. So people tend to be pretty happy with sort of everything in one place.
We'll see fractures, so we see plenty of broken bones, and it's a lot of extremities, so a lot of foot, ankle, and wrist injuries. We see plenty of people who are coming in because they're worried that they have something big or they have a broken bone, and so we're here sort of for reassurance a lot of times that they don't.
We see tons of athletes right off of the field. A lot of the local athletic trainers are really good about sending their patients right here instead of sending them to the emergency room. and saving them a wait, which is nice. And they can kind of get everything all at once. They can get their x-rays, they can get a brace or a cast if they need it, instead of having to go to multiple different locations.
So the youngest patient I've seen, I think, is probably 18 months. And then I think I've seen a 99-year-old in ortho access. So you can imagine they're coming with really different problems. Might be a slip on the ice. We've seen a ton of that recently. Or it might be they were at the trampoline park, twisted their ankle, or it might be a football injury where they fell and twisted their knee. We cut out the middleman, so to speak, so they could get right into OA, get x-rays if they need that, and either get the treatment that they need right off the bat or kind of high-level triage and get them to the next best provider who really should see them.
So usually we are the busiest right when we open, and then later on in the day it usually slows down a bit and the wait time is significantly less. We've had people start at the ER and they have left because they're so frustrated and come here and are in and out within an hour, which is nice.
It does feel good. I mean, patients say, wow, this is great. This is a lot better than sitting in the waiting room in an emergency room where usually there's a ton of orthopedic issues that come into ERs and most of them are not going to be urgent. So they're going, naturally they're going to be waiting a longer period. So yeah, it does feel good.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
The Leavitt Hornets have established themselves as one of the leading football programs in the state of Maine.
Goes down, it's got his man wide open down the seam, going to be 6. Touchdown Hornets, just what the doctor ordered.
And the Hornets know when it comes to fundraising that Maine Athletic Fundraising is just what the doctor ordered.
So here we are today at Leavitt Area High School, and I've been working with Coach Hathaway. This will be my 9th year, kicking off his team. They're a great program in the state of Maine, and I enjoy kicking them off every year. They've got motivated kids, and they do a real good job with the fundraiser every year. I think you guys are ready to roll. What do you think? Yeah. Good luck, guys. Thank you. You got it. You're all set.
So we've been working with Maine Athletic Fundraising for the last 10 years with Mark Smith. Mark's been very helpful to our program. The nice thing is we're in the preseason, double sessions, a lot going on, but they come in and take care of everything. You give the players a good talk, pump them up for the fundraising, get them the materials they need and some ideas to sell the cards, and then they get the kids out and go. So it's been very helpful to our program. We've been able to raise thousands of dollars every year, and it helps us out a lot.
The Leavitt Hornets.
Life doesn't pause when you're in pain. We understand that you want to keep up. Don't stay sidelined from making some of life's best memories. Visit the orthopedic specialists at Spectrum Healthcare Partners. We're here to keep you out there.
When you're hurt at work, at home, or on the field, you may think you only have 2 choices.
Visit the ER or wait weeks for an appointment with a specialist.
But who has time to wait? We know you don't.
We get it. It used to be hard to get in here, but things have changed.
We know that when you're in pain, you want to see the right doctor right away.
Our patients are busier than ever, so we've made it easier to get quick access to specialized orthopedic care.
We now have 2 ways for you to be seen by one of our orthopedic specialists on your time: spine access and ortho access.
If you've got back or neck pain, call us at 1-855-96-SPINE to schedule an appointment with Spine Access. You'll see one of our orthopedic spine specialists within 24 hours.
And Ortho Access is now open in Portland and Auburn for walk-in orthopedic care for recent injuries, pain, sprains, and strains.
So whether you suffered a fracture on the field or experiencing new sudden onset back pain, we'll see you now.
(49-37), your halftime score here is the Lynx over the Mustangs here from Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College. We're glad you have joined us for YSCC Championship Weekend. More Championship Weekend coming up. We'll have one more game tonight as Vermont Tech will take on the Seawolves of Southern Maine Community College. That'll wrap it up. For our Saturday and Sunday, the championship games will take place. We know we're going to play in the women's, be a rematch of the in-state rivals, the Mustangs of Central Maine Community College, the #1 seed. They will take on their rivals, the Seawolves, Southern Maine Community College. Mustangs won both those games during the regular season, but the second one was a tough one as they had to come back from a deficit in the second half. They put together a 17-0 run in the second half. A big fourth quarter from Alex Bessie helped them put that game away. So it was a great contest. I'm sure Katie Bergeron will be drawing upon the experience in that game to let her women know that, hey, listen, we could have won that game and probably should have won that game. So that game will be on tap at noon, and then the winner of this game will play the winner of our final game here of the night. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Josh Cherry, 10 points. Elijah Barbour with 10. They're the high scorers for the Mustangs. Mark McDonald has chipped in with 8. Rodney Theodore with 7. Freddie Webb with a pair. That's it. The scoring 37 points. The Lynx have been led by Sam Duracent. Duracent has 8 of 11 from the three-point arc. He's made 8 of them.
That's incredible.
3 8s, a 24. That's what he has for points. What a great game for Sam from the arc, beyond the arc here tonight. Derek Jackson, he's chipped in with 12. Dominic Crescendo, he's got 10 points. J.Q. Thurman, 3 points. And there's been only 4 scorers for the Lynx, but that's all they've needed. When you get 24, and none of these shots are gimmies. I mean, these three-point shots, some of them have been, from the parking lot for Sam Durasink, and he is lighting it up, that's for sure. We told you we'd talk about the men's all-conference team. Let's do that right now. Atencio Martin was YSCC Player of the Year from Southern Maine Community College. You'll see Martin in the game that's coming up here on Munsing Media. The first team, of course, includes Martin, J.Q. Thurman, who you're seeing for NHTI, Ryan Cloutier, another sharpshooter from Southern Maine Community College, Tyrone Hilson, the leading point getter in the league, Vermont Technical College, and Trey Thompson out of the University of Maine Machias. On the second team, Dustin Simpson-Bragg out of the University of Maine at Augusta, Dante Ramos, University of Maine at Machias, Jeremiah Shaw from Vermont Technical College, Derek Jackson, who you see him playing out there for the Lynx for NHTI, and Josh Cherry also on the floor for Central Maine Community College. The YSCC Men's Coach of the Year, and we'll see him in the next game, is Alex Terrell from Vermont Technical College. Congratulations to all the all-conference recipients and Player of the Year, Atencio Martin. What a great player he is. You'll get a chance to see him. He's a terrific offensive, defensive, just all-around great player and leader for the Seawolves, Coach Matt Richards' team that we'll see here on Muncie Media coming up. So inside of a minute here, we'll get set for the second half of action. Coach Hogan, got to be pleased with the effort that he's seen so far. A 49-37 lead. The Mustangs will have to try to get in for some defensive pressure if they can, but one of the things that swarming, trapping defense, Nate, can sometimes lead you a little bit prone to some outside shooting, and Sam Durasane has not proven that he's going to do anything but continue to knock those things down. As we said, his scoring is 8 out of 11. He's only taken 3 3-point shots, Nate. That's all he's taken the whole game.
Well, and that's really going to be kind of the thing to see here in the second half, Rob, is what Coach Gagne does defensively. Is he going to be able to run that trap where Dorison can just hang out on the wing and eventually they'll rotate the ball over to him for an open look? Or here they're just going straight man-to-man. Obviously, they didn't get we haven't seen any full-court pressure, but they got their specialist. Defensive specialist Malik Farley going to be playing out on Dorison. And you take a look at that as Corey David taking the charge. He's flexing his knee a little bit, Rob, and that's that could be problematic going forward.
Yeah.
We'll have to take a look at that for Corey David. Some of you do know, some of you don't, that he's just coming off injury. Was out for about a week or so. Great take there by Theodore.
Rodney Theodore on the reverse lay-in. And some defense shown here early on by the Mustangs, and Corey David doing some hard work to bring it up. He's going to get fouled in the back court.
Corey selling that one a little bit there, Corey David. That's good to see that coming down and seeing a stop from CM. Going just straight man-to-man here, Rob, in their defensive set. Good block by Duncan.
Back outside now. Corey David's going to hold, gets a pick. Duncan slid in. Cherry, jump stop, glass and home.
And really, Cherry's been unstoppable for CM. He just hasn't had the amount of touches.
Right. Looped inside, and Thurman, really good inside, dropped it home. This could be a big call.
This is going to be on Dorson.
And it was just, he got kind of tied up with, was it Malik Farley coming down the floor?
Right in front of us.
You know, it was kind of incidental contact to start with, and then got carried on a little bit. So.
Yeah, I'm probably more leaning towards didn't need to get called. There was no,
yeah. They were disengaging and all that. So Farley with it inside the Cherry. Cherry head and shoulder fake goes up, lays it home. Six quick points here for the Mustangs coming out in the second half. They've cut it to 51-43. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. You're watching YSCC basketball on Munson Media Sports.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We thank our anchor sponsor, Maine Athletic Fundraising, Spectrum Healthcare Partners, and the Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. They're with us all the way on all our streaming, and boy, we've been streaming a lot lately, and we're coming to kind of the end of our major streaming part. We're very busy during the fall covering football, and then basketball seems to start earlier and earlier for us. We were here for the CAM tournament back in October. We've been coming down here to Kirk Hall since then. And up to do UMA. We love doing the YSCC. We hope you're enjoying all the action. Wherever you're watching us from, let us know on Facebook where you're watching from. We'll try to take a minute, check into there every now and again. It's been so frantic sometimes we haven't been able to check in to see where we got folks watching from, and we'll try to give you a shout out. We know Michael Martineau's watching. He's a big Lynx fan. Comes inside, knocked over, and little bounce to the step here of the Mustangs. I mean, you're into potential. One of these teams is into their final half of basketball for the year, Nate. That's
right,
so,
yeah.
You know, so, and when you're down by 12 points like the Mustangs were, it gets your attention. So they've fought back here, but Lynx are still in the driver's seat, that's for sure. Back outside. C.J. Adams. We'll see where the offense is going to come from. We told you they only had 4 scorers. 4 on the shot clock. Spin inside the paint. And what do we got?
Inadvertent whistle. So it's going to go to the, there's going to be a jump ball. They're going to go to I don't know if he was waiting to make that whistle for the violation that I think he thought that was going to happen on the shot clock. Said the ball was in the air, jump ball. It was just an inadvertent whistle.
It happens.
There was no foul there.
There's no nothing.
It was this is a great example of what good officiating is. He anticipated, Rob, that something was going to happen. It didn't happen.
Oh, boy.
And he put it on himself.
Yeah. Well, you got to own that when it happens, and that's all you can do is own it, you know.
Yeah.
And Coach Hogan is really classy.
Yeah,
he's a classy
he
guy.
handled that fine.
He handled that great, you know. Handled it great. It's a little easy to handle at 51-43, however. I mean, that helps.
Yeah, that certainly does.
But it was an inadvertent whistle, so it went to the possession arrow. What you hope is that when that happens, it goes in favor of the team that really kind of was taking the back seat on the foul. Thrown in the corner. Corey David's got it, feeds it to Cherry. He's been good. He continues good.
Best game I've seen from Josh Cherry, Rob, is tonight. They need him.
It's 51-45. Don't forget, Durson went out with the third foul. He picked up 2 quick ones in the half. In and out, won't go. Rebound is contested and fought for, and it's going to be a foul on the floor as Malik Fowley got his hands on the ball. He got fouled. Adams going to get called on the foul, and that's 4 quick fouls in a quarter.
Yeah.
So that's a bad foul start for the Lynx.
A bad start altogether. They haven't put any points up yet, and they haven't been able to stop Central Maine, or not just Central Maine, basically Josh Cherry from scoring. And obviously now with the 4 fouls already in under 3 minutes.
Cherry's fighting for the rebound. He's got it up and home.
Well, I thought they were going to get Cam Duncan for touching the ball on the rim.
Boy, that
there.
was close.
Yeah,
could have been an offensive goal pending. 51-47. Skip back outside. 3-point shot, no. And 1 and done. Corey David's got the rebound. He's going to go ahead to Cherry. That's going to go out of bounds. Inadvertent pass there.
Yeah, and then Coach Gagne getting on Corey David a little bit. This is when, at any point in the season, that possessions are the most important, because, like you mentioned before, Rob, this could be your final possessions of the entire season.
And some people chiming in when we get a stop and play. We'll give you shout-outs. Well, we're hoping for a tight game, and we've got that here. Pop outside 3 ball. That's a big one there for Thurman.
That's a huge
JQ
hit.
Thurman. David. Rodney Theodore pops it in and out. Won't go. Rebounds contested and loose. Who's got it? Cherry stopped in the paint. He's got to get out. He does. Got knocked down. They'll get a new 30. Barbo will pull it back out. It's off Corey David, and they're going to call it back court.
Yeah, CM had a trouble dissecting what was a 1-3-1 zone there by NHTI. Nice call by Coach Hogan to change that up. They needed something on the defensive end. Central Maine couldn't dissect it.
Derek Jackson inbound. Contested by Cherry, throws it in, and that was a tough entry. That was a great job by Adams to get the ball. Back outside now. Dobbins in the game. Adams on the take. What a take that was, but it rolled out.
Duncan's having a fantastic game here in the second half, defending the rim, Rob.
Cam Duncan. One of the Aussies on the team. His mom Trudy in attendance all the way from Australia. Been here for the week. Nelson way down, rolls out, loose, kick back outside. Barbo's got a 3 lined up and he hit it.
It's amazing how that works out for Elijah Barbour, hanging out on the perimeter. The small guy in the court being able to kick it out to him for the 3.
Well, we thank you for joining us here. Let's see who we've got watching. Amanda French Manchester watching from Cambridge, Vermont. Faye says go Dom. Dom Presendo. Donald Harris is watching from Omaha, Nebraska. Lexi Curry watching from Lowell, Mass. Michael Barrett tuned in from Marion, Indiana. So we've got folks watching all around. Emma Brown still watching from Australia. Our worldwide audience here bringing you YSCC basketball. Thanks for joining us, folks. Really glad you could be here with us. We've got a good game going on. The Mustangs have clawed back to trail 54-50. It looked like the game was getting out of hand. It was a 12-point lead at the half. It's 49-37. So 13-5 to start the second half. I do the math.
Fans, your attention please. There is no whistling during gameplay. Thank you.
No what?
No whistling.
No whistling.
Sounds like somebody might have a whistle out in the, or just attempting to whistle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
That's probably the most distracting thing somebody in the crowd could do.
Well, let's make sure we don't throw any teddy bears on the floor here. I don't know if you saw the college game the other day that ended with that. A technical back outside. Thurman, manning up inside, but he can't get it to drop. Adams now on the runner. No, Thurman keeping it alive. Adams again goes up. No, and finally it comes off to Theodore to Nelson.
That's just incredible that there was no foul committed there by Central Maine, Rob.
They let him go.
Yeah, it looked like NHTI was trying to get something because they certainly weren't focusing on the shot.
Theodore back over to Cherry to Nelson. Nelson, lightning quick. He found Cherry flying in late. Wow, what a pass by Nelson. Credit Nelson on the good look. He had eyes in the back of his head to see that, to make that pass. That's a great one.
It just amazes me sometimes the adjustments that the little guy's got to do, right, Rob? And that's part of his game. He'll go up in the air and just flip around, and there it is, too. He'll kick it away.
Whatever it takes.
He's had a great this latter half of the season for him, Rob. It really come on. He's
yes, he has.
Really had some productive minutes and contributed to the team, and that's why he's getting it right now at a crucial time in this one.
Yeah, he came in when Corey David went out hurt, and Corey's back tonight. But as you said, Nate, he was showing a little bit of effect there, in and out, and the Lynx just having some trouble on the force field here. 54-52. A chance for the Mustangs to come all the way back here. Dished inside. I don't know who's weaving in traffic. It was Barbour. Comes Rodney Theodore. Puts it up and puts it home.
I can't believe he didn't go to the right side on that one, Rob. Carried right across the rim.
Ties the game. Right side. I think Coach Hogan's probably going to get Dursaint ready to come back in the game, I would think. Even though he's got the 3 fouls.
He had over half their points in the first half and really hasn't had any minutes here in the second.
A couple of tough calls on him there.
Oh, it's a big board.
Adams, big board, and he'll go to the free throw line. Adams came skying in. Adams with some good ups. You know, Adams is only listed at 5'11", but it's got good ups.
Well, that's a huge foul for Rodney Theodore. That's his 4th, Rob. He's going to come out.
Mark McDonald going to check in. Theodore always brings good energy.
Yeah.
Had the pretty finish that we saw as well. McDonald's had some good minutes here for the Mustangs over the course of the year. Had some big games.
Well, it's interesting who on the court is going to take Dorsant.
McDonald's got it. 1 point lead for the home Lynx here, the top seed. Way downtown, rolls up and out. They'll contest for it, and home is Terry.
Coming from the opposite side, Rob, getting that on the right-hand side, fading away, able to put that back up. That's very hard to do.
First lead of the night, I believe, here for the Mustangs. Let's see, it's going to be a block. Nelson gets called on the block, and got to be the hardest call to make it. I mean, the guys are going full speed. They're jumping in. It's last second. I mean, and we're having a little trouble with our replay, so we're not
We don't want to lose the feed of the game, so we don't. Going to cool it for
to
a while.
me,
Plus, the pace is so frantic because I don't fit anything in. We don't want to miss any live action.
Yeah, but just look at the players, Rob. I mean, Nelson's not going to go up and contest a shot. He's going to set up for an offensive charge.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, I mean, look at him. He's the smallest guy on the court. There's no way he's going up and moving his feet. He was planted for a while.
56-55. Hang on tight. This is just what we thought this tournament would be. We're all getting our money's worth here.
Some worried looks now on the Lynx faces, Rob.
Well, they're the top seed. They've been in this situation before. They just need to get the force field off the basket and get Dorsey back in, so that's going to make a difference. You're going to think they'll start running offense through him. Tied at 56-56. Theodore, Corey David rolled around. Trying to get it inside. They do. Toja, he's trying to go to work. Floater, no. Rebound, loose. Cherry's in there. Get it back outside to Corey David. He lets it go, rings it out. Rebound. Looked like a push underneath that they might have got away with. Comes right side now. This is Dobbins with it. Dobbins, no, and nobody can get anything.
I just don't understand how the back official calls that when the near official away from us is right beside Tozier with the ball. Couple unlucky breaks for calls here for the Mustangs.
Tipped away, out of bounds.
Should we know too, they added bleachers, Rob. It's still standing room only per call.
Well, I'm going to let the players decide this one, I hope. 56-56, that's all you can hope for. It's a great tilt. Dorsey goes, it's going to tip back outside. Dobbins has launched one, no. Fighting for the rebound. Mercado got it. Back outside, boy, oh boy, we got some scrumming going on. There was less hitting in the Super Bowl. Thurman tips it home.
Yeah, great tip there by Thurman.
And foul's going to be called there on Richie Mercado. Richie plays with a lot of emotion.
Yeah,
Coach Hull going to come out, whisper in his ear.
I like it. You got to go up and pressure the ball.
Of course you do.
You got to have that guy that's going to go do that. Can't make it easy for him, and he's certainly trying to cause as much discomfort to Corey David as possible. Can't guard him now, though, obviously.
Corey David outside. Lynx up by one. Up by two, I'm sorry, one basket. Popped on the sideline, no. That's one of the few shots, Josh Cherry, when things slow down, I'll try to get the live stats, give you some updates here, but don't want to miss any of the action. They're right out on Dorsey. He had his way in the first, and boy, didn't he knock it down. Did nothing but hit three-point shots. Finally got a two-point basket in the second half. That's knocked down. That was Dobbins.
That's a huge hit for Dobbins. He's had two in this half. I like what Elijah Barber did, though. Come out on Dorsey, and I don't think he's going to be able to dribble by you.
McDonald on the take it home.
Easy one for McDonald.
Mark McDonald slashing through. That's tipped away out of bounds. That was Josh Cherry getting back. And Cherry, I think, has almost played the whole game. And he's playing with 3 fouls, but he's still playing with some reckless abandon.
Yeah.
And you got to like that. Well, you got to like the intensity of both teams getting after each other. The Lynx came out storming. They had a 12-point first half lead. They took into the locker room. Mustangs came outside to execute better.
I think they got with the travel.
Let's see what they're going to call. They're going to call a bump, I think, first. Nelson going to check in. Javon Dobbins has really come in, the 6'3" forward out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, has really come in and done a nice job.
Yeah, kind of been their saving grace here in the second half, Rob. The points have kind of come through him. Dursane hasn't really done anything because he had to sit for most of it.
Yeah.
And now he's cold, just disrupting. We saw it in one of the ladies' games when Dolly had to come out for Maine Machias, and it completely threw off her rhythm and game.
Mercado got the rebound.
Wide open here, though.
Sam the man went halfway down, popped it out. Coming back the other way, banged home.
Wow!
By Elijah Barboy. That's not an easy shot, boys and girls. He hit that on the fly, and
for him, it's a matter of rhythm, and that thing is a music to his ears in terms of rhythm.
Dobbin's going to get called on the travel.
And here we're starting to feel the effects of the home court advantage a little bit, Rob. Coming out in the second half, building up some momentum.
Yeah.
The crowd gets involved. You have these turnovers, and the looks on the Lynx face, it's kind of showing. It's telling in a sense as to really how they're feeling.
Well, they're not the number one seed for nothing. They're going to probably weather this storm here and get back into a flow. I would expect that they would, and we'll see if we can't keep it going down the stretch. In and out for Barbour. The Mustangs have been contesting everything. Barbour's got it way out high. They'll come out on him. Nelson. McDonald's got one. That's going to be long, and underneath, Durasaint got the rebound, and he'll drop it back to C.J. Adams, and the Lynx will walk it up. 9.5 minutes to go here in this one. Great playoff atmosphere here from Kirk Hall. A floater on the take. That was nicely done by Derek Jackson.
Yeah, miscommunication between Attard and McDonald on the hedge or the switch.
Malik Fowley getting set to check back in. Attard. They'll come right out on Barbour. They need to. He'll snake his way in. He's in trouble now. He's going to get it back over to McDonald on the fly. Won't go. Matt Attard keeps it alive for the Mustangs, and I think they call the timeout. We'll stay right here with it. We've got some folks that have joined in to watch. Patrick Lavin watching in Danbury, New Hampshire. Got to think he's probably a Lynx fan. Jim Jackson watching from Stoke-on-Trent, the United Kingdom. We welcome Jim Jackson, Ray Duncan. Cam's dad watching at the Dawson Coal Mine in Queensland, Australia. Welcome, Mr. Duncan. We're keeping an eye on Trudy over here. Leah, a Corvette saying great play-by-play. We thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say that. Nolan McGurn says, let's go Lynx. So lots of folks watching. We're glad to be with you here. Nelson. Variable minutes for Nelson. He's in trouble here, and he got it to Fowley. And Fowley stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily Farley's fault there. Nelson picking up his dribble and then trying to receive a pass so close to the sideline, put him in a bad spot.
Remember, our clock is official if you're joining us for the first time, so Durasaint, he's calling for somebody to come get the ball. Nelson almost stripped it away. Mercado got it in the corner. Adams going to launch it inside to Thurman. Thurman's going to go to work in there. He's nifty in there, and he's got one home.
Yeah, really nice turnaround. Turn around, elevate, get up over the defender, no problem, putting it home.
That's right, Thurman's first team all-league. Bob on the take, in the corner. Popped there by Nelson. That's going to be long. Matt Attard's got it. Bobo usually steps into these.
He needs that. You're right, Rob. It's a matter of his stepping. Everything just times up if he's able to step into a shot.
65-64. Way back outside.
Wow. Oh, we got a Gatorade bottle on the court now, and it's tight here, Kirk Hall.
And Derek Jackson, as he hit that, started backpedaling down in front of the bleachers. He got tripped. It was an accidental trip. It was the bleachers very close. Here comes some pressure by the Lynx. Nelson downshifts right side. Nelson to Matt Attard. Skip back outside to Barbour. Barbour has got the three-point shot going. Malik Fowley's going to take it in, put it up off the glass, end up on the floor, but put it home.
Had to get that shot off quick so I could avoid the second defender coming over.
And foul in the action.
I didn't see much on that, Rob. It looked like it was far from us. So.
First personal team score.
Here it comes. Out high. C.J. Adams. Looped inside. Folly on the defense, but Thurman says, doesn't matter, I'm going up and over you, which he can do. Thurman can elevate and he can hang. Nice play by... Four-point game. Todd with it. Todd's going to get it deflected. Mikado's ahead of the pack. Todd gets back, and so doesn't Cherry.
That's a great hustle play by Josh Cherry, coming all the way back.
Well, Cherry had to have a hustle play there, and he did.
Well, you mentioned the Lynx being number one for a reason. They certainly showed it here, as it looked like momentum was going to just kind of carry them or CM into a bigger lead, but they definitely stopped that through this guy right here.
Yeah, Thurman's really taking over the inside game. Corey David almost lost the handle of it. McDonald got it back, and now they get it into the hands of Corey David in the half-court set with 20 seconds on the time shot clock. Bob was thinking about it. Now he goes inside. Turnaround, off the glass and home, and Mr. Josh Cherry has been a man.
Yeah, you got
a man. He's been a man. Durasant's been a man. Thurman's been a man playing here.
You get Barber and
too,
and Cherry on the same side. That is a lethal duo between the two.
70-68. Lobbed inside, and tough one there. Cherry came over, and
his fourth foul.
Going to be the fourth foul, and
it was. I mean, he came right up over the back of him. There's no question it was a foul.
5:59 left, so 6 minutes left. Malik Farley's going to come out. Corey David's going to come out, and Coach Gagne's going to roll the dice with his leader, Josh Cherry, with 4 fouls, and let the veteran play.
And they went right after him. He can't do anything more than just straight up. He can't even contest that shot, really, Rob. He's too valuable to go up and try and make a play on that ball.
Sometimes you got to give up on the D because you got to save it for the offensive end. Durasant knew that. He took it right up at him. 72-68. Bob way down. That's going to iron up, and it's going to come out long, and a chance for a rebound, but no, it knocked away, and it'll be NHTI basketball. Well, this has been everything you'd want, a 1-4 matchup, but we told you this 1 through 4 men's bracket was going to be a war. We expect another one coming up here in about half an hour. Going to get a hold.
If that's going to do it for Theodore, Rob. With 5:33 left, that's going to be his 5th foul.
So Coach Gagne will have some time to make that substitution, call everybody in. We'll see who they're going to bring into the game.
Wow, that's a big loss.
Danny David watching. Corey's dad. Had a nice talk, Mr. David, with your son Corey. He's one of the fine young men up here that play for Coach Gagne, and he's a captain for a reason. We were the first ones in the gym, besides the custodian today. We came very early to get everything set up. The first player here was Corey David. He came right from the banquet, right in here, started shooting around, testing his knee out. We're so glad to be able to see him play. Stolen away. Malik Farley with it. Malik goes, and he gets fouled, and close to intentional. You very seldom see that call. Good hard foul. Just what you'd want. Clean but hard. You don't want to give a layup there. Team fouls both ways. In and out for Farley. Very pleased to tell you my voice is holding up okay. One more game to go today. (72-68). Farley a chance to get it down a little more, and he will. Make it a one-possession game. A little early to be talking about that. Crescendo goes left side, held there. Jackson's going to take the long three. Got it! Big basket, Derek Jackson.
You just can't go under any ball screen against either one of these teams, Rob. They just got guys who can hit from everywhere. Here's another one. Oh, what a response. Coach Hogan's just wondering what's going on here. We got to have somebody out on the ball. You got a perimeter defense right now for both teams is crucial.
So we'll see how it's going to play here. Crescendo is going to get it to Dursane. Of course, they're right out on him. Crescendo, the left-handed, puts it up. It won't go. Rebounds loose. Cherry's got it to Barbour. Barbour. McDonald just hit one. That one's going to air up. Malik Foley goes up, gets fouled. It won't go, but he'll get two.
Ooh, he had to alter how he wanted to come off the backboard on that just because of how hard the foul was.
Right.
Nicely done there by Farley. Almost was able to drop that and have a chance for a three-point play.
75-72, 4:15 left. We're going down the wire in this one. 12-point lead at the half for the Lynx. Mustangs, a very impressive early start to the second half. Clawed back in it. Actually took a 1-point lead. And I think that's been their biggest lead of the night. It's just that single point, Nate. I don't think they led any more than that. Now it's a 1-point lead for the Lynx, so here we go. C.J. Adams, nice take, puts it up, won't go, contested, rebound, red basketball.
I like the dramatic pause in there from the official. Boy, oh boy, he had me right on the edge of my seat.
Well, he's got to know where the camera is. He's got to point up to the camera here. Chance for the Mustangs here. A Dipsy doing home. Elijah Barbour would have taken a half there. What a play that was by Elijah Barbour as he took it home.
That's just an athletic finish. That's incredible. They get enough English to get it off the backboard how you want to get it home.
They want to travel on Adams. I don't think he traveled. He was able to lock that foot down. Thurman's going to go. He's going to bump. He's going to make room. He's going to glass it. No. McDonald on the rebound. Held outside. Foley goes. He's still underneath in the trees. Goes back out, gets it outside. They've got plenty of time on the shot clock. You see the shot clock is official. Barbour's in trouble with it. He's going to have to launch one way downtown. Rings it out. Ball's loose. Mercado's got it. He's got it ahead. To Jackson and two and count it. He's got foul. And he's limping a little bit.
Yeah,
nice hard finish.
McDonald getting into pretty good position to be able to at least contest a shot. And he was kind of in between, Rob. It looked like he kind of figured out that he was a little too late to be able to set up for an offensive charge and tried to bail out, but was in a bad spot. Easy put up and in, and getting the foul was Jackson, who's had a great second half here.
And it's good, boy, and still Derek is hurt. Derek, I think they're going to they might take a timeout. We'll stay right here with it, and they'll get Derek. Plenty of training. They've got multiple trainers here. We'll get some other folks joining us here. Ethan Wolbert's watching from Stroud Hall. I'm assuming that's probably on the campus of NHTI. Mike Martin, Donald Harris, dad, a former great NHTI player, in Ron Harris. I remember covering him. What a player he was. And he's the brother of NHTI assistant coach Irvin Harris. Says he's enjoyed the game broadcast for many years. Thank you, Mr. Donald Harris. We appreciate that. Yeah, we've been covering NHTI for a number of years since we started picking up with UMA Moose. Always enjoyed them. Always a class operation. What a game we got here. 78-76. Want to make sure fans that are coming in late understand that Central Maine Community College, even though we're playing here on the campus of Central Maine Community College, they're the lower seed and they're the visitors. They trail by 2. Want to make sure, and just in case anybody's joining, you probably have that up correct on our scoreboard. We have the names.
Yeah, it's easier for the fans at home watching to be able to
we have the names.
decipher that.
And our scoreboard is official. Mark McDonald, he's had a heck of a game. McDonald went baseline, ended up throwing it away. A 2-point game, 2:35 left, and we'll see what NHTI wants to do with the shot clock here. Down to about 20 on it. It's official. Mustangs in man. Follies on Dursane. He's got a heck of an advantage inside. He's going to go up. He's going to get some help defense by McDonald coming over, and McDonald's going to get called on the foul. Well, Dursane did a smart thing. They had Malik Folly on him because they're afraid of the three-point shot, so Folly's almost face guarding him.
Yeah, exactly, Rob. And
Dursane got very smart and went right down into the paint.
well, you got to imagine that was communicated from the top. Coach Hogan telling him, get down there. We're going to get you the ball. You're right, and they did a pretty good job, did CM, forcing him over into the double team. He basically spun right into McDonald, was able to get the call.
And he's got them both.
And he's been a non-factor here in the second half, Rob, because of the fouls, him coming out. I mean, that's his first contribution here
in a while,
in the second half.
Well, he was in such a good zone there, too, early on. He just couldn't miss and, really put that lead in the favor of the Lynx. 80-76, big possession here with 2 minutes left. In and out, loose, and who's got it? They're going to fight for it. The ball's loose, timeout,
yeah,
I think.
Elijah went right down with Elijah Barber, got the ball off of that and was, I don't even know, he had it between his legs and was calling timeout with both his hands and his elbows touching the ball, Rob.
Well, it's a good one. I'm not so sure which way the possession arrow was going to go. I think it was going to favor the Lynx, so that was a really smart call by Elijah Barber. We've had good games here. We thank you for joining us here on Munsing Media Sports. Nate Munsing doing our production, our color. Andy Munsing running our game cam high above courtside here at Kirk Hall. We're glad to be chosen this year to do your YSCC Final Four tournament. Changed this year. Used to be the Elite Eight. They'd start to play with games on Friday night. Then the semifinals Saturday, final Sunday. They moved the quarterfinals this year to the higher seed. And I think from what I've talked to most of the people, everybody seems to like that a lot better. And it really, it gives you a little bit more of a reward, Nate, for a good regular season. You get a home playoff game, and seems to have worked out well this year. Teams have come in a little better rested for these semifinal games. You don't have to play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Although that's how the national tournament is. And this is such a strong, well-considered league that, even if you don't finish first in the and win the YSCC, you can still make a national tournament appearance. We've oftentimes sent runners up to the national tournament. Big possession. They find Corey David underneath. He gets rejected. Kicked back outside. Bobo is going to launch a long-distance one, and he's got it.
You can't leave him. Just like Dursane in the first half, Rob, you can't leave Barber. He's getting second chance opportunities, kickouts to him. That one again, got to step out.
Boy, haven't we seen the three-point shooters go to town? Dursane came in hard that time, but
early shot in the clock there, Rob.
Yeah, they didn't use much clock that time, so. A one-point game. Corey David going to pull it out. Crosses it. McDonald's going to take the shot. Won't go. Rebound is C.J. Adams.
I don't think if you're either Coach
26
Hogan
seconds on the shot clock.
Coach Gagne, you wanted those shots from your team.
Inside. Jackson turn around. Won't go. Rebound. Pulled down and loose. Corey David's got it. Under a minute. Strap it on, boys and girls. Here we go. Right side now. Mark McDonald with it. Cherry. Got to think Barbour's going to get his hands on the ball here shortly. He's got it there. He's been hot. That one won't go. It's loose. Rebounded. Dursane's got it. 27 and 36. 10-second differential.
Just got to make a stop.
8 fouls on the Mustangs.
Got to make just a stop, Rob. You'll get the ball back for last possession.
You don't want to foul. Put up, rebound, loose. It goes ahead to McDonald. McDonald's got it, 18 seconds left. Mark McDonald goes, lays it up and in.
Timeout on the floor, 15.2 seconds left. 81-80, Mustangs. Final possession will go to the Lynx. A lot of game left. Boy, what a finish by McDonald there. Went in the left side, went hard.
Yeah, I was trying to bring up the replay, but
yeah, we're having a little trouble with the replay.
Our computer is not happy with it, so I didn't want to mess around and lose the feed.
Yeah, we don't want to lose anything. Taking a look at the huddle over there from the Mustangs, 81-80. Going to go down to the final possession there. Mark McDonald came down the left side, pretty well defensed. They went dipsy-do, did Mark McDonald, and he got two.
Just an incredible take, Rob. He decided, instead of going front side, he had Thurman on his hip.
Yeah.
Who's a heck of a defender. Guy can jump. He's a big physical guy as well, and he knew that. So he took it all the way down through at about a 45-degree angle to the baseline and used the rim to help defend away Thurman from blocking that shot. But it made it a much more difficult shot. He had to put some English on it to be able to get it back in with his momentum carrying him away. What a heck of a finish by Mark McDonald.
15.2 left. Lynx basketball. Foul situation, 8 fouls. On the Mustangs, 7 fouls. Not as important. So we're in shooting situation. Don't need to go length of the floor, but that's not a problem. Here we go. Thurman got it to Mikado, back to Thurman. Thurman got it off. A pop outside is loose. Jackson's got it. Shot for the game. He wins it. Derek Jackson won the game for the Lynx. Second chance opportunity for the Lynx. Jackson was Derek Jackson. What a finish to this one. Nate's going to see if we can get the replay up. No, we don't have it.
No, we can't do it.
We'll find it. We'll get it off the game tape and